After writing code in Notepad, now we'll see the benefits of using a code editor instead. We'll be installing Sublime Text because it's lightweight and easy to use. The website should automatically detect your operating system with the latest version of Sublime Text. When the download is done, we can open the file. The default folder is fine. And it doesn't matter if we select this or leave it out. Then click Install. When it's done, we can close out of this. Now we should have a program called Sublime Text installed on our computer. When we enter the program, we should see a blank file. The first thing we can do is open up a project folder to work in. To do that, we go to File and then Open Folder. And select the folder where you want to save your Python files in. Now we see a window on the left of our panel to show the current folder that we are working in. We can write a small Python test just to see how Sublime Text works. Then we can save the file with Ctrl S. I'll just name it test. And we also need to add the .py extension. Before we run our code, let's see how Sublime Text knows what programming language we are using. Because Sublime Text is not specific to any programming language. If we go to Tools, and then Build System, it's set to automatic, which means when we run our code, Sublime Text will automatically detect what programming language we are using. But there's also a default Python build system. Now here's the first benefit of using a code editor over Notepad. When we press Ctrl B, it automatically runs the code for us inside of Sublime Text. And so we don't need to open another separate terminal to run our code manually. The first time we run our code, Sublime Text might ask us to choose a build system. In that case, select Python, not Python syntax. But Sublime Text gives an error. To fix this issue, we'll create a custom build system. We can press Escape to close the output panel. First we go to Tools, then Build System, and then New Build System. Since we installed Python using Miniconda, we need to tell Sublime Text how to run our Python code. So now we are going to input the commands that we used to run it in terminal. This field needs to be CMD. The way we run Python code in the terminal is to type Python and the name of the file. But the CMD property doesn't allow for spaces in the instructions. So we need to add the command in square brackets instead, and separate them by a comma wherever there's a space. but this command only runs test.py. But we need the build system to run any Python file. And so we need to make the rule more general. So to do that, we need to change the name of the file. This tells the CMD property to run the current file. Now there's one more property we need to set up called selector, which tells Sublime Text what type of files to target. In our case, it's a standard value of source.python. Now we save the file. Inside this default folder, I'll name it Python3. And we need to save it as a Sublime build file. Now we should have a new build system called Python3. Then choose our new settings. Then if we try running our file again with Ctrl B, we should get this output of test. Another benefit of using a code editor is for syntax highlighting. If we add a comment, it's highlighted in gray, and the text inside print is also highlighted a different color. Built-in Python functions are also highlighted in another color. As we use Sublime Text, we'll continue to see the benefits of using a code editor.